Please, through your view on the Ben Stokes dismissal.
My interpretation of it was that his reaction wasn't deliberate. I feel that the ball was thrown so fast that you can only react in a way that defends yourself, and I think he put his hand up to protect himself and followed the ball a little bit. How you can interpret that is open, but certainly I didn't think it was deliberate.
And is that what Ben says as well? Have you spoken to Ben about it?
Yeah, absolutely. He just reacted to protect himself.
And can you give us some idea of the conversation you had on the pitch with Steve Smith and also at the end of the game with him?
Yeah, it was just two sides of it. As I said, it was open to interpretation. And the decision was taken out of his hands. He appealed. And the third umpire made a decision. I gave him my thoughts and he gave him mine. It's nothing big. And that's pretty much it. I don't think it was the winning and losing of the game. I think we probably let ourselves down early on with the ball. We weren't disciplined enough. I think it offered a small bit, not a great deal, but certainly a small bit that if we had made early inroads, it might have put a bit more pressure on Australia. And from there, they built a really good one-day innings. Set it up for the back end where Mitchell Marsh took the game away from us, probably got 25 too many. Again, we got off to a good start with the bat. And Australia asked the same questions of us that they asked in the Rose Bowl, and we didn't come up with a good enough answer. They certainly have a well-drilled plan of how they go about their one-day cricket, and it's very good. We've got to come up with some answers, certainly as soon as we can.
Sorry, just one more on that. If you had been captain of the fielding side, would you have withdrawn the appeal?
Yeah.
Can you explain why you would have done that?
I've just given you my reasons. I didn't think it was deliberate.
Did you think it
Do you
was
want to
wrong?
could you just wait for mine? You can take.
Oh, sorry.
That'd be great.
Did you think it was wrong of Steve to appeal?
I think it's his interpretation. As I said, I don't think it was the winning and losing of the game. So it's not a big deal for me. It's just his view against mine.
Fluffy next. Anyone?
Cheers. Owen, was there a disappointment that the third umpire didn't use a real-time replay for it and only looked at slow motion?
I haven't a clue.
Yep.
I've been batting made.
Okay, but it was only a slow motion replay that was used for the decision. Is that a bit frustrating, given that when you see it with the naked eye, it's very quick?
Certainly. I mean, he's a professional. He knows what he has to look at in order to interpret the rules or to enforce the rules. So I think he's done what he can.
Fluffy, could you pop?
I'm not sure if you're aware, Owen, but on the field, did you notice that the on-field umpires appear to give the soft signal as not out? So does that frustrate you even more that the third umpire thought there was enough to give it out?
No, Kumar told me that they didn't think it was out. And the third umpires disagreed. So, I mean, yeah.
Anyone else? Yeah.
Yeah, and while you were on the field there, did you, in your conversations you had with Steve Smith, did you suggest that he might withdraw the appeal?
He already appealed and the process was in motion.
You didn't say to him, if I were you, I'd withdraw
He's
the appeal?
entitled to appeal. If he thinks it's out, he's going to appeal.
So you didn't say...
Try and force his hand?
Sorry? No, yeah, I just wondered if you'd asked him if he would. No.
Okay, does anyone have any questions about anything else?
Excellent. Thank you.
Do you have a non... What are you talking about?
No, that's
Okay.